We're live. So fast. Usually takes a little longer than that. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. Welcome to the studio. This has been the year of the studio, and we've got a lot going on today. We will not be finishing the mallet, but we will be doing the second to last step before we do finish the mallet. So the mallet will be getting finished with one more step. We're going to put some wrap around this end here, but I'm going to do it after I've treated the wood. So we're going to treat the wood with linseed oil today, which is like one of the most satisfying things to do with any kind of wood project because it just makes the wood look so pretty. So that's what we're going to do. But also we have so much to talk about because I'm taking 90 days. Here's the linseed oil. There you go. You can see it. But I'm taking 90 days off from my normal job, and I'm putting everything I've got into writing. We're going to write as much as we can, hopefully get a book published by the end of it, and also just tons of other stuff too. We've got tons of other stuff that I'm doing. I'm working from home all the time now, which is great. So working for myself. Also, so obviously part of that is that I'm trying to encourage more patrons to join, and we just got our third patron. So that's super exciting. We've got our third patron just joined this afternoon, and so look at the difference that makes. Boom, just crazy beautiful. Crazy beautiful. I love what that does. Look at that. Just brings that wood back to life. Anyway, so we got a third patron today. I just found out like a few minutes ago. So we're not going to do the celebration video right now, but we're going to do our next video. My next video will be celebrating the new patron. We're going to do that by doing a project, which is transferring to a new calendar for the new year or whatever. So at least I think that's the project we're going to do. I might come up with something else I want to do to celebrate, but that's what I thought of so far as the project to do the whole project. So yeah, look at that. So nice. It really just brings it to life. I love it. I feel like in this lighting, it looks like you can't hardly tell the difference, but boy, in person, it sure makes a big difference. Makes a huge difference. Makes a world of better. But yeah, so that means I am gonna spend the first hours of my day, which when my brain is the brightest and best it can be, I'm gonna spend those hours writing, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of my working hours throughout the middle of the day spreading whatever I've been working on social media. So yeah, that's the plan. Ooh, just look at that, how it comes alive. And then so I'll be doing social media in the afternoons usually, and focusing on the writing itself in the mornings, and living the dream. So working from home. I mean, my goal is to, and this may sound like a crazy goal to you guys, but I think it's actually more doable than it sounds. But my goal is to try and get, at least on average, a new patron every day. So by the end of December, I'm hoping to have 30 patrons. That's the idea. So that's the plan. So I'll basically have a link to my Patreon in basically all of my, I shouldn't say basically, in all of my social media posts, everything I do online. And I'm going to be trying to interact with every one of my different social medias at least once a day. So that's the plan. Oh my goodness, look at that. I don't know how obvious it is to you guys how much of a difference that is, but it is a huge, huge difference. Just that little bit that I put on right now. I'll rub it in a little bit too. Um, it's cool too. It brings out certain colors like that you can't see until you put the linseed oil on it. Like over here, there's a whole streak of green through here that I would have never known if I just left the wood the way it was. So super cool. And so what I'm gonna do? We're leaving on Wednesday, and normally I would try to linseed this every day for a week, and then once a week for a month, and then once a month for a year. And in theory, but that's a pretty intense theory. But I am gonna try and linseed oil it pretty often. So this won't be the last time you see me do this. Probably I'll probably do this in at least one or two more videos before the last video of the year. Last video of the year, we'll do the wrap on here. But up until then, we're gonna be linseeding this every time. I'm gonna try and oil it up every day. I just wanted you to see the first oil because that's the one that's visually the most obvious. The subsequent oilings will they'll affect it more in terms of tightening things up. So as it soaks more and more of the oil into it, the the top will tighten up because it'll have more expansion in there, and the handle will tighten up. Cracks will tighten up a little bit. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. It feels pretty good. There's just nothing that feels better than some good linseed oil. I just love this. It's amazing. But yeah, it's a good thing I spent this year working on this mallet because this coming year I plan on being way too busy. Way too busy. That's not exactly true because I will still try to be doing projects. It's still the year of finishing, and I will be trying to finish a project every day. But making the business viable will be. I'm not going to say the name of the new business yet, but until I actually have the name and everything. But yeah, making it viable will be a bigger focus. The theme will kind of just be something I do for fun on the side, much like the year of the studio was. Just building this mallet, this beautiful, beautiful work of art. Look at that. Look at that. It's not my best work, but it's pretty nice. And I'm going to use it. I am going to use it. I love, oh my goodness. Once I put that linseed oil on there, look at how, can you tell how it's insanely, this part right here is insanely red. If I remember right, this was cherry something, cherry oak maybe, cherry something, but might have been cherry pine. I don't remember. But anyway, it's in person. It's super red. I'm not. It doesn't really look all that red on there, but it's really bright red in person. So I think I'm gonna pour a little bit on top. The the nice thing about having real wood floors is that if I spill any of it, the wood floor will be super happy about it. So I won't get any complaints from the wood floor about, hey, you spilled linseed oil all over me. Yeah, you're welcome, floor. Woo. And for the future oilings, that's more of the way I'm going to do it. I'll be pouring it on there and then just rubbing it in with my hands instead of using the rag. It's just that first one I like to use the rag a lot of times just to get it more. The whole floor. Mom says, yeah, but then you'd have to do the whole floor. Probably not. So it does just look so spectacular. Spectacular. I've spilled some onto the table. Let's just take that with my finger and wipe it over here onto the. Try and get into the cracks a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful. But yeah, if you're ever going to become a patron, now's the time to do it. $1 a month to keep this boat afloat. So, but yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm super excited. I'm glad you guys are all here. Mom's here, Carolee's here, somebody else is here. Whoever the other person is, give me a comment so I know who you are, so I can say hi to you. I love knowing who's coming on and saying hi. So there we go. For the whatever it's called. There we go. Yeah, I think so. I think it's looking really good. I'm pretty happy with it. Looking good for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, we got so much going on. So what I'm doing is we've got some short stories that I'm working on that when they're done, they go on the Patreon. As I'm working on them, they'll go on the Patreon. So I've got a couple different projects. My goal is to have my first book, the one that I've already finished the writing for, just a matter of getting it published, to try and get that published by the end of these 90 days, by the end of these 3 months. I think I'll probably actually get it done before that, but that's my goal, is to do it then. I'm going to use all, because I cash out the Patreon money all at once, so I'll do that at the end of the year this year, and I'll use that money to publish the book I wrote last year. And then once we do that, and that's assuming that like I can still get the same deal that I had a while ago, but anyway, we'll see. There's a lot going on. So we've got that going on. Then we've got, where is it? My little Christmas journal. So in case you guys didn't know, I journal. I wouldn't say really consistently, but pretty consistently. I think it's probably like the most consistent habit I have, other than habits other people kind of do for me, like, making food for me or whatever. So uh, I journal. I love to journal. I've got all sorts of different kinds of journals. This one's a Wasteland Weekend journal for Morning Raven. But this one is a Christmas prayer journal. It's 25 pages long, 24 pages long, sorry. And it's a different prayer for each day from the second day of December all the way till Christmas. And they're just short little prayers. Like you can see, it's a very small book. But Anyway, so I'm gonna try. I'll finish this next Christmas season, and when I do, then what? Can you show the mallet again so I can show mom, please? Yeah, totally. Here's the mallet. There's you can see the storm rolling in over on this side. We got the mesa on this side and some other hills in the background, and the setting sun over here. And then on this side, we got love ya and stuff. We've got a bear. Uh, Not only obviously did we see bears in Yellowstone and whatever, but also at Big Bend here in Texas. One of the guys we were with, uh, there was a little group that got to see a bear, even here in Texas, which I was really surprised about. Out in the wild at Big Bend National Forest. And then here's the Ocotillo plants, which is like a really unique, cool plant in Big Bend. Uh, this is what the top looks like. Look how I love how this turned out. Super red. We've got the grain is all in line. Looks so good. So good. Technically, the grain isn't actually in line because it's center grained. Like it's the center grain. It's a branch. But that's for the axe nerds, the axe heads. Uh, then on this side, we've got the name of it, Dodo, and we've got some information if you need to return it, if it gets lost and needs to be returned. Then we've got on this side a cactus, nice pancake cactus. Pancake cactus? Who calls it that? Paddle cactus with a little desert owl on it on top. Let's see how well you can see that. Yeah, little desert owl just chilling up on top. So I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it, folks. There we go. Let's see if I can do it better this time. Nope, that's not better. Uh, Here we go. This time's the charm. That's better. Uh, There we go. That's more like it. Anyway, there it is, all of its glory. I do love how this part of the handle came out. That pattern on the not handle, the yeah. Anyway, super stoked about how that looks. Um, I like the slight asymmetry, and yeah, we achieved pretty good symmetry on the bottom in terms of the getting that shape that I was looking for. Very cool. She said she appreciates you showing her. Thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Anything I can do. So yeah. So we've got the Christmas prayer journal that'll come out next year, and then we've got the other project I'm working on that I think I'll be able to finish in the year. Because there'll be other projects that I'll work on throughout the year, but these are the ones I think I'll actually get done, like done. Is I want to rewrite this book, which is like super. It's Sung Tzu. It's like over 4,000 years old or something like that. Beautiful, really good book. Love this book. I've read this book hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 times at least. And it's only 68, 68 pages long, so it's not a long book. But I want to rewrite it into a different context. I want to take the wisdom that he's using, that he's applying to war, and I want to apply it to our lives in a way. And so I don't know if it'll be the art of family or the art of love or the art of peace or it'll be the art of something will be the name of it. And it'll be kind of like an homage, but also a reapplication. I want to take this wisdom and apply it into a new realm because and a lot of it is like basically the opposite is true. So like in war, deception is a hugely important part of like your strategy, whereas like in your family and in life and in most scenarios, honesty is a huge whatever. So like there's some of that goes on, but there's also a lot of just like general wisdom that I think. Anyway, the point is, that's one of the things we're gonna do. That's one of the three books that I think I'm gonna get done this year. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. We're gonna be starting a new business. This is not the actual business plan. This is the template that I used to make the business plan. But I have a business plan made up, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. We got some big things coming down the pipes. So big stuff coming up. So you'll be hearing from me every day, hopefully. Once the new year starts. So in the new year, you'll hopefully hear from me every day. You might still hear from me every day right now. I'm gonna start doing some TikToks live, and just talking about what I'm doing and what I'm writing today. So the first step of doing this is I'm transcribing all of it, and then just so I have an editable version of this, and then and also so it helps me like refamiliarize myself with it after not having read it lately, and then yeah, I'm so excited, you guys. We've got so much going on. So 90 days of this experiment. We're only 2 days into it. I think I'm pretty sure. 2 days into it, 90 days. Finishes March 20th is the last day, and if it goes well enough, if I get enough patrons, yeah, if I get enough patrons, I won't have to go back to work. So 90 days and 90 patrons in theory. That's the idea. So yeah, and only $1 a month, hopefully. Although I just got a new one, another $5 patron, which no complaints. Thank you. So yeah. So at this rate, we wouldn't need to get 90 patrons in 90 days. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm so happy, you guys. I'm so excited about it, you guys. I could talk about it all day. In fact, like yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, I called up Erica's dad, who has run multiple businesses before successfully, and we talked for like an hour, just him asking me questions, me telling him what the answers were for my plan, and then I used that conversation to make the business plan, and yeah, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. So yeah, got to get things in order, got to get things done. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. All right, you guys. I will see you guys next week. Where will I be on Tuesday? Will we still be in Missouri on Tuesday next week? Okay. Yeah. So Tuesday next week, I'll be back on here. You'll be back on here, and we will hopefully be finishing this bad boy, because I think that's the last. I'm pretty sure that's the last live stream of this year. So let me check and make sure. I guess. Yeah, that'll be the 27th, last live stream of the year, and we'll be putting the wrap on this, and it will be a wrap. All right, you guys, hit that bell. Stay well. Give me a thumbs up if you're still here, and we're gonna end this live stream. But I'll see you again next week, same time, same place, same everything. And watch for me on social media. I'm gonna be a lot more active right now. Things are gonna start booming pretty quick. So love y'all. Love you and stuff.